There'll be two songs. One song is kind of a youth Ichupi, looking for the leaders. And then the second song that they found the leaders. Oh, Anna. Hui yeah, hui yeah, hui yeah, hui yeah. Oglala. Chitatan, Shokata, Opalo. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the inauguration for our new administration, Stark Comes Out and Musso administration. As people, before we start anything or do anything, we always call upon the Creator for good blessings. Ya wana makantha kai chitka hoyong telo trokia. So ya wichasha wakahancha ya lo achuya pisa. Na hele chasha kiashna hoye. His name is Richard Broken Nose. We're going to call on him for our opening prayer.
the pipe through anyway. So what?
Chanuba kitchokea oparim ktalo. Kaki galo yampo. Along alen okakalo. I'm going to ask that no recordings be done during this time.
At this time, the colors are posted, so color guard, you can. Well, we don't want you standing all day, so. Oka. At this time, you can be seated.
I'd like to thank the color guards here, the Pahasapa Akishita, Okola Kiche, and the Zuya Akishita for being here today for our inauguration. I want to thank all of you good people for being patient. Ceremonies, there's no timeline. And so we want to thank you for your patience, as we have to give time to the prayers and to Makantaka. So at this time, we're going to be calling up a young lady, beautiful young lady who holds the title of Oglala Lakota Nation, Miss Oglala Lakota Nation, and she'll be making her way up here to do our opening song here for our inauguration. And so we will be serving lunch, so that's good news too, and supper. When we have our Oglala Lakota Nation, Wachipi, we select 3 young ladies to be our ambassadors to go out and represent the Oglala people. And through the years that I've seen these young ladies carry these titles with dignity and honor and respect, and it's always a springboard for something greater. So, we look, a lot of these little girls look up to these young ladies as they hold these titles. And so, with our current reigning royalty, we're going to look to them for the upcoming powwow to all be there at Denver March Powwow. And they do every year and represent the Oglala people in a good way. And it gives me pride to announce them when we do the royalty list. And these young ladies are very talented in many ways. So at this time, Mitakuyepi, I'd like to introduce our current reigning Miss Oglala Lakota Nation, Cadence Weston. How about a big round of applause?
Up to you.
Hamitakuyepi, Cadence Weston imachiapi, na la kolmi chajeki wambli glashka wayan kapiwi. Na wanawania tu ake shako hena machcha. Na Miss Oglala Lakota Nation hemie. Tranka shela, tranka shela, tranka shela, amakiaya, amakiaya, hai, hai, mitakuye, wanikta chale, chamu Elohe ho, tranka shela, oh makiaye, hey, hey, tranka shela, tranka shela, tranka shela, oh makiaye, hey, hey, mitakuye, wanikta chale, chamu Elohe ho, tranka shela, oh makiaye, hey, hey. Let me talk, Yase.
Thank you. At this time, I'd like to acknowledge our executive board, our president, Frank Stark comes out, our vice president, Alicia Musso, our secretary, Stacy Tulance, our treasurer, Cora Whitehorse, fifth member, Trina Lonehill, and Sergeant at Arms, Ed Ironcloud. And our council members from Eagle Nest District, Ronald B. Randall, Blaine Little Thunder. From Lake Creek District, Craig Dillon, Norman Standing Soldier. From Medicine Root District, Ryan Jumpin' Eagle, Bo Little White Man, Jeremy Rosales. From Oglala District, Troy Little, Lyle Weston. From Pass Creek District, Anna Halverson, James Cross. Pine Ridge Village, George Dreamer Jr., Richard Greenwald Sr., Julianne Spotted Bear. From Porcupine District, Tyler Lunderman, David Puyer. From Wakpamni District, Donroy Cubby Ghost Bear. Sonia Little Hawk Weston. Jacqueline Jackie Sears. From Wounded Knee District, David Kelly. Garfield Steele. Those are our council members.
Oh, we're getting it right here, so give us about a minute or two.
Okay.
Sorry, we're a little late here.
Yeah.
Make sure your name's on there, they're gonna announce you. No aliases.
Just kind of hold on here. We're going to executive. If I was a council member, I can never keep a secret, so I'd probably step out when they have executive. And the last time I was here was Chubby Checker was here a couple of months ago and had me dancing out there too. My wife said, I still got it. Hey. Okay, we need our tokalas up here with the headmen, those that are here. Okay, at this time, I'd like to introduce some of our visiting dignitaries, leadership from other homelands. First of all, we have Frank Jamerson, Standing Rock Sioux Tribe. Also, Ryman LeBeau, Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe. And we have Kathy Woodenknife, Rosebud Sioux Tribe. First woman there. Both president and vice president are women. Stephen Lewis, Gila River, Arizona. Pamela C. Monster, vice president, Snohomish. Also, Gay Kingman, executive director. She is. And Mike Hikro, Sitranka Tiwaye. Cedric Broken Nose, Nacha. And Richard Broken Nose, Ahabia, Nacha. Yes, and also Ed Starr comes out. Toka Yuta, Tioshpai. I hope I got everybody. And James. Oh, James. Hikro. Huh? Stark. Okay. You didn't have your name on here, so I gave you a new name. Okay. That's why they hire me. Also, the presentation of the Oglala Tioshpe and Nacha Cedric Broken Nose.
Oh, I'm Betty Washte, Ichija Bello. Cedric Broken Nose, Imacha Best. Lakolia Zuya Chikala, Imacha Bello. I'm a little warrior as a Lakota spiritual name. And this here, the English name is a Christian name. You know, it's a Christian baptismal name that we all have. And we have to be citizens of the United States with that. So that's why they give us the Lakota Washijo names. But at the beginning, we have our Lakota name as we given by our grandparents. And just a little short of an oral history before I announce some names of the Oglala Naja is that the Naja unki ha lena otechike lo Naja unki ha ho lena trokahia nayajin pelo the Naja unki lena trokahia ho chanupa chale gulaha nayajin pelo ho chanupa ke gulaha nayajin pe yut ha wipche nini chapelo wipche wale he ki he nini chapelo ho ash chanupa chanahad najin pelo ho Naja ke lena chanupa kichela he igluzeze pelo naha wapaha wa yaha pelo ho hena no pia ho ina chela cha yaha na yajin pelo Naja ho ash lena echa ho nithoka hia na yajin pelo ho wapaha kile oyate ki echa ho nihaka ne yajin ktacha hecha he ewo he nichi cha pelo ho naha yaha ka chanupa ho idahap chanupa chinchala kilena lahab trokata ki imani pelo ho yutrano oyate ki echa woche ki wichak jarochte na woche ki yuha mayani pelo ho na heno astulalo ho yutra ho lena Dakuni wipre hal option in I take that ya Dakuni wicho ye ho Dakuni shicha wichak yok dishin ha wicho ye washte hone echa ho wichak ya na wuchak ya koktelo Holeno na jana yajimpelo uyate Holeno na kapelo Oglala ki ha tona na umpelo Ho yechel ho apetukile el ho hena yeksuyokte na leton trokata kia hena ukachni hemayanin piktelo ho yutcha apetu wajigji elechel oyate ki ha makhata ichpenyoktelo makhata ichpenyokte bicho ye ho hena utechikelo hena utechike ho ash in chi nacha nayajin pelo nacha najin ki utechike lo ho hena esha na wuyukcha hecha na ya wicho ye hena ya oyakwak teki yinke. As I spoke in Lakota, beautiful language, I just spoke about the nacha, Oglala nachas, and the other nachas that came forth from other Oyanke. On a daily basis, as being a headsman, it's a hardship. There are going to be days when the Uyate will throw you down to the ground with words because they're going to say you didn't do something right. But because as a Nacha, as a headsman, you're still strong. You stay strong because that's where you're at the level. Being at the highest level is a vichasha. Ho yechel ho, as a nacha, headsman, there's only two things that you walk with. One is the chanupa. You pray for the uyate with that chanupa, for the uyate, and all mankind, all relatives of the animals. In the oceans, there's other relatives. You pray for them. And the other is your staff. The staff that's here, that's your leadership. That is your leadership. That staff represents you, the Uyate, the family, Tioshpa, the communities, and the people out there. It represents that as you hold that. And also, as a Nacha, you don't have a lance to fight back with. You have put that aside and you took that responsibility of a staff and that chanupa. Those are the only two things that you're going to walk with to the future. But the people are walking behind you. The people are behind you. The people you represent. So these are some words that were given. Those are some words that were been said to remember. So and Oglala, there is an organization called Ocheti Shakumi Original Nacha, and that's there. Dave Swallow is the president of that. And then he put me as a vice president, and then so forth down. But he cannot make it today because he has to be another state to pray. But the people from this area, there's a few that are here today, such as Rudy Tenfriger Escamilla. He's from Heisel. Such as Edward Starr, Chukayuta Tioshba, and Richard Brokenose, Pchayabia Naja. Mike Hikro, Sitranka Oyate, Sitranka Tiwahe, and I myself from Wahachanka Ichu Tioshba, take the shield band. And also I am the spokesperson for the Sitranka Tiwahe, That's the Chief Bigfoot's family that in Oglala. I'm a spokesperson with Mike. And we represent whenever we have to, such as going to Washington, D.C., such as the communities all that we have to represent. So today I am here to announce some names of today that are supposed to be here, but they're not here. Nathan Back, Sr., he is a 90-year-old, and he's Tokahia. Such as Waylon Blackcrow, he's a Nacha from Batesland area, Wakpamni. Such as Claude Tuelk. He's a Wapa. He wears the headdress too. And also Brian Charging Cloud. But Brian is the keeper of the Chanupa for the Hochoju Uyate. And we have to have respect for them. And today in the audience, I would like to have him come and sit down from the Sichago Uyate, Russell Igobert. Lecho kata una nakeki ho na chana jelo hecha. Ho iglahunia ho uo na lecha yuta kayo trahashi. Okay. With Henry Red Cloud Trahashi. He's here representing the Itashicha Oyate. That's where he is. Back-faced people. But these are some powerful people in the past. So don't use that name as a negative. These are some powerful names. So hechetu no oyate ho Oglala oyonke ki leo tona oyate nacha kiuksa paksa hecha na pelo. There's some in Little Wound, Allen, Ayuchpe, Manderson. So these are some people that are there that need to represent and to come forward. So Hechetu, it's an honor to be here and stand here and speak in front of you. It's an honor. I was given a headdress myself, but I'm not having that on today because it has to be properly done. So it's at my home with my staff. When that's properly put on then I'll get my staff with that. But today I'm standing here as a Zuya Hukshila. I'm still holding on to this lance. O hechetu wopile chicha pelo oyate o na yeche chanupala kilewa chumka pelo o hechetu wopila ho mataku oyas chicha pelo hokai.
Thank you. Wopila chala. Also like to going back to acknowledge our former Oglala Sioux tribal president, my Tahashi Brian Brewer, sitting right here, and also acknowledge former Vice President William Brewer. He's sitting back there. Yeah. Okay, the next one, it says lunch. Are we there yet? Okay. It says the Chanupa ceremony, symbolic swearing in. So we already did that, okay. And that's for the executive board and a tribal council. So we're at remarks. We're at the remarks for our president. Frank Stark comes out. You know, this is a second consecutive term that he's served, and as well as the vice president. This hasn't happened for a long time. I think only second time in history of our tribal council.
Anybody want to say a few words? Or yes, we're ahead of schedule. This is great.
Yeah.
Don't get along.
We'd like to call on any of our guests here. I know we have a keynote speaker, but we're kind of saving him for later. So I'd like to introduce my good friend here, Frank Jamerson from the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe. About a big round of applause.
In the afternoon, yeah, afternoon back home, but good morning, good afternoon to each and every one of you. My name is Frank Jamerson. I'm the vice chair of Standing Rock, and our chairwoman had asked if I can come down to be part of this inauguration ceremony, and without hesitation, I accepted because, my good friend here, President Frank Starr, comes out. I've connected with him during my time here as a vice chair of Standing Rock, and I could say to each and every one of you, without a doubt, you have a man who had served his country, United States Marine Corps, but also is serving you as a president, and he's been doing an outstanding job. I get the chance to be with him in Washington, D.C., and I get to witness what leadership is about. And I stand with him, and we talk and we share ideas, and that's what leaders of tribes should be doing. I know that the Oglalas have taken a road against the grain, but that's leadership. You stand up for your people, and President Starr comes out, definitely does that for the Oglalas here in Pine Ridge. So, I wanted to share that, and being here, it's an honor to be amongst my relatives. As I share my grandpa Jim Martinez is from the Manderson area. So when I come back to Oglala, as I always say, I got relatives down there, so I have family, and I've even said that at my council that I have to acknowledge my extended family and my relatives, not only here but also in Cheyenne River and Standing Rock. So to be back with relatives here in Oglala country, it makes me feel like I'm at home. So, I'm really honored to be here and to be part of this beautiful ceremony. My brother, Brian Swiftcloud, he shared with me a song that I'm just going to kind of explain what the words to it. When you're elected into these positions, you have a lot of people who believe in you, and a lot of times you have those who don't as well. But you can't make everybody happy. You just have to do what's best for your people. And my grandpa Sitting Bull had done the same back home on Standing Rock. And he left a legacy of leadership. You're not going to please everybody, but I know President Starr comes out. He does the best he can. And he speaks for not only the Oglalas, but he speaks for all of the bands of the Lakota, and taking that step and that leadership. And I know that you guys had just recently again went into a state of emergency on law enforcement, and to be there with him in the halls of Congress, in the Capitol, in Washington, D.C., to hear him speak out, it's truly an honor to be here. So I want to say thank you and congratulations. President Starr comes out. He's doing a wonderful job, and also Vice President Musso. It's an honor to be here, so thank you.
And now if we could hear from the Rosebud Sioux Tribes, Madam President, Kathy Woodenknife. Hey, let's give her a big round of applause, man.
Oh, it's on. Mitakiapi, Chantewashte Nape Chuzapi. Kathleen Woodknife, Imachapi Kshto. My Lakota name is Wasu Lutowi, Red Hail Woman. I apologize for speaking in front of my elders today. Normally I speak from my heart, but my chief of staff wanted to prepare my speech for me for Frank. There's a lot I had to say, and so I told her what was coming from my heart. It's an honor to be speaking before the Oglala Nation. I want to congratulate President Frank Stars Comes Out on being reelected to a second presidential term. It is an act of bravery and courage to step into the political realm of the tribal, state, and federal government levels. President Frank Star Comes Out has exuded the Lakota values and virtues of the Ochechishakoi of the Titan Sioux. President Star Comes Out and his staff have shown unity by welcoming new administrations and staff into the fold of governmental affairs from the tribal, state, and federal government levels. While in Washington, D.C., he has eloquently conveyed the multifaceted needs of our tribal people. President Star Comes Out has respectfully shown the wisdom of a leader when meeting the various ethnic groups and governmental personnel. President Stars Comes Out have kept the treaties of the Lakota, Nakota, and Dakota at the forefront of every meeting. President Star Comes Out as a veteran of the Marine Corps, walks with humility and generosity, remembering he represents the people of our nation. As the first female president of the Rosebud Sioux tribe, I have witnessed and experienced Frank's unity of the 9 chairpersons of South Dakota, North Dakota, making sure every chairperson is included and participates in decisions which involve the Lakota, Nakota, and the Dakota. Finally, I am honored to speak on behalf of President Stars Comes Out as he radiates the values of generosity, bravery, respect, honor, and wisdom. Midaki Oyasi.
Okay, we have another leadership here from the Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe, Ryman LeBeau. Congratulations again.
I'm Ryman LeBeau. I'm the chairman of the Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe. I want to thank you all for having me today. It's good to be here with you, relatives. And it's a good day to celebrate this victory that these leaders got. Frank, Alicia, and the council. You know, we congratulate you on behalf of Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe. We look forward to working with you all. We share a craziness. We were elected leaders, and we're on council. So it's a big job as we've learned. And I've been in the council for the past 15 years, and then the past 2 years I was elected as the chairman. And actually elected at the same time as Frank was 2 years ago. We're on 4-year terms though, so we're not as cool as you guys. So, but I'm glad that there's continuity here. A lot of friendly, familiar faces from the council, and I'm glad that the Oglala re-elected most of you. You know, because it's good to have that continuity going forward. Those shared goals, shared vision. And our tribes, you know, we face the same issues. We face a lot of the same threats to our sovereignty, to our way of life, our culture, our spirituality. You know, the other day I was just in Pipestone, not in Pipestone, but in Minneapolis, at the Public Utilities Commission meeting regarding the sacred site Pipestone. They're trying to put that oil line in there somewhere, and you know, we stood together. All the tribes responded and sent in their resolutions against those oil pipelines. So, and the commission, they were saying, I was there in person. So, and there was a bunch of other natives in their room, filled up the room, and they were saying things like, "Well, the tribes spoke, and now we got to listen." And they all said the same thing, sang the same song. So, when we stand together, you know, we win. So that's what we got to do. The years coming. And we only have each other when it all breaks down. You know, we only have each other, all our relatives, Lakota, Oyate, Nakota, Dakota, Cheti, Shakoi, and we got to stand together. be there for each other, and that's what I want to do with you all. That's the message I bring here today, and I congratulate you all. Pilamaya.
Thank you. You know, the only times that we're rivals is during Al and I. But after that, we're all united again. At this time, I'd like to introduce the Vice President of the Snohomish people, Pamela C. Monster, to make a few remarks.
Chalalakam si stas drobcha. Sit bedas waklam. Relatives, my English name is Pamela C. Monster, and my given name is Chalalakam. My name is Fighting Woman, and I'm the daughter of the Sea Monster Man. And I found myself here by happen chance. My life partner is part of the Oglala, and I got to meet Frank out at former President Brewer's house. I don't know how appropriate this is to share, but I think I'm going to share. We were sitting at a meeting outside, and I'm partially blind. And I was sitting there, and pretty soon I felt people behind me. And I started looking around, and standing behind the Tokala leader and a couple of the Tokala, behind Frank and behind Brian, were really tall warrior-looking men with lances. And they were standing there really quiet, watching, and I wasn't quite sure what to say because I kept looking at them and they kept kind of moving a little bit. And somebody finally said something in the middle of the meeting, and one man nodded, and they all went around in a circle, and they left. And at the end of the meeting, I was asking, what were those guys here for? Men with lances behind men who protect. So I'm really glad to have met you 5 years ago, Frank. And we're watching you from the Coast Salish tribes. I have a vested interest in the Lakota people. My cousin is Terry Fasthorse from Bad Nation. My cousin is Baptiste Lebeau, son of Baptiste Lebeau from Minikanju. And my other cousin is Tisha Fire Thunder. Her father was Reuben Fire Thunder from Oglala. My family has always been here, and we're always watching, making sure that we're up to date on what's going on, because we have a lot of Coast Salish people who are also Lakota. But I want to say congratulations to you. I, too, am in my second term as vice president, and I've served on council a long time. I was an alternate when I was 18 years old for 2 years, and since 2009, I've served my people on the council, and it's a hard job. It's hard to be a good listener and to accept the things that our people have to say. So I raise my hands to you. Frank Starr comes out. Thank you.
Thank you. And I think we're about ready for lunch. Yes. Yeah. They brought me a spirit plate, and I thought they were already serving me, but I thought they put me on a diet. I guess I've been asked to do the meal prayer, so I'm going to just ask you to sit. You don't have to stand. We're not in church, so just sit. Yahani Lakota ki kat et khan ka kana wotane shwa chekane Oglala. So I'm going to offer a meal prayer. Oa gashlo khantka kam chima khati topa. Olechti ake itkhachna hiota kina. Yalena oche ki un hiota kapina wana ichunza piun khant gashlo khantka ka ichunha woyute. Ahigle pina lena Guluta Pinktium Khan, Kasla, Kant Kanishna, Wani Khana, Wanishaka Yunka, Alana Woiteke, Yawakana Yawaste, who Hitcher Nariumkit Hapiki was again, Belhichik. Gasla Kantaka, Alana Woiteke, Yawaste, Nayawaka, who Hitcher Woyukse, was still Kahapina, Oateki Waste Picture, Ekti Chechichi. Gasla Kantaka, Alana Woiteke, Yawastane Yawaka. O hetseli atu yampina, pezuta kache, ilagi yampina gana wasni wasum kichupikte herzi, chechichi. Nutukasla kantraka woite glena, yawastane yawaka hetse, yatu yampina chantek da yonkatapina, yokpicha, yuski ha punkicha pikte, dank umpikte herzi, chechichi lampete. Natuale na woite kikichanya herzi, vichozani. Woke woksa pu wonglake, woble hitche, uchako ye, ukisha hexi, yatu yampina ha, o hexi, lagu yampikte, kasla kantraka, usula po, etcetera, vitako yasa. So it's chow time. So where are they going to serve at? Okay. I know the chow is back there, right? Hold on. Okay. All right. Everybody in the back, go ahead and go through the line back there and come back through. Start on this side and go back through. Come out. Yeah. To my military right and come out the left. So we'll take a little break here for lunch, have something to eat.
Welcome to Oglala Lakota College, where our commitment to academic excellence is matched only by our dedication to preserving and honoring Indigenous culture. Led by President Dr. Don Frank, our college is guided by a vision of inclusivity, equity, and cultural pride. Under her leadership, Oglala Lakota College has become a beacon of hope and opportunity for Indigenous students from across the nation.
Here at Oglala Lakota College, our mission is simple yet profound: to honor our heritage while shaping the future. We stand in the intersection of our tradition and progress, where every student's journey is valued, celebrated, and empowered.
Attending Oglala Lakota College, I felt that it was necessary to gain further education towards grant writing, towards all of these different opportunities that would benefit my community, my children. The tuition itself is affordable. The scholarships help with our personal finances, and the cultural integration into the programs and the studies. I think that has helped ground myself and other students into our communities, our culture, and what we have to do for our communities, how we can improve the lives of our relatives within the communities.
Whether you're interested in environmental science, business administration, or indigenous studies, Oglala Lakota College offers a wide range of programs tailored to meet the needs of our students and the demands of the modern world. Join us at Oglala Lakota College, where the journey to success begins with a strong sense of identity, community, and purpose. Together, let's write the next chapter in our shared story of resilience, pride, and achievement.
Welcome to OLC, connecting with our culture more, being surrounded by our community.
Here at OLC, we have flexible schedules.
Here at OLC, you're closer to home, closer to your family. You get more one-on-one time with your teachers.
Here at OLC, we have different degree opportunities and different kinds of student activities that you can join into.
Here at OLC, they offer language, culture, history, arts to keep our Lakota lifeways alive.
Come join our OLC family.
Bring hearts to the front.
Muy